participated this morning. I want to thank our summer choir.
Amen. Amen.
Art and artists, B.R.L. and all of them. And thank you for helping us to grow in so many ways. Your presence at the parish house has helped us to grow as a congregation. And we seek to create a space to allow that to happen in the lives of people in general. So thank you so much. It's been a blessing to have you. And good luck to you. Godspeed to you as you go and get that MFA degree. And so we hope to see you somewhere in lights, somewhere soon.
Amen.
So congratulations. I want to call your attention to all the announcements this morning. I don't think we have any first-time guests this morning, do we? We do? Okay, yes, please do.
Okay. Liz Gomez and Chris Cabal. I'd like for both of them to stand up because those are two prospective new artists who will be in the parish.
Amen.
And very committed to what they're doing. You may have seen some of Liz's work already. Liz is the one who your sister, Patricia, really wanted to purchase her painting, but it wasn't for sale. But she does beautiful work in a lot of UNC. And also, I look forward to showing Chris's work also. Chris has already been working with us because he's involved in the participatory music coalition that is that Victor has brought, and they sometimes have rehearsals at the parish house. So we've had jam sessions and all that. Chris has been very much involved. So thank you.
Amen. Well, you know, this is your home, so we're glad that you're here. We're glad that you're with us. Your presence brings something extra that is needed to complete us. So thank you so much for being here. All right, I want to introduce my son to you all. Who you all probably haven't seen in a long time. You got it, son? All right. I think he's back from his internship in New York over the summer, so get ready to gear back up to go back to college at Arizona State. So always good to see him in the place. Well, you may have noticed me kind of twiddling around with my phone. I wasn't being disrespectful when Fable was speaking, but this is Social Media Sunday, so we invite you to take out your phones and tweet, and Facebook, and Instagram, and Snapchat, chat, or whatever it is you do. You can send out messages over social media this Sunday. We're always a little bit leaner and thinner in the summertime, so we thank all of you for your presence here with us today. Don't forget that when you go on vacation, you can always continue to give, always. All you got to do is download that Giveify app on your phone. That's referenced in your bulletin, I think on the second to the last page. So you can download that app, and when you're sitting on the beach or whatever you're doing, enjoying your cocktail, you can say, I gotta pay my pledge next week. So you just click that button, and away you go. So thank you, everyone. I call your attention to other announcements here in the newsletter as well. We want to mention to you that we were going to have a graduate Sunday, and that is going to be next Sunday, August 7th. There are going to be awards presented and a brunch served in the honor of those who are going to be graduating, moving on to another phase of life, and those folk are listed here in your bullets, in your newsletter. Also next Sunday, we are requesting that friendly-spirited, warm folk who want to be welcomers or greeters come to a meeting that we're going to have between services at 9:15 next Sunday in the Guild Hall. If you're interested in this ministry of greeting, I think the impression that people get of your church is based on the first person that they meet. If you grouch, if you got a scowl on your face, I'm telling you, it colors the rest of the experience as they come into church. And so we want to have a core of greeters who are ready to go, always warm and welcoming to all those who may come into our presence. So if you're interested in that ministry, please come out to the meeting at 9:15 a.m. next Sunday. The retreat scheduled for August 20th, which was going to be led by Deacon Murray, has been canceled, and it will be rescheduled at another time. So stay tuned for that. The Dolores Keller Fund is up to $675 last count. I want to thank all of you for your generosity. This is the last Sunday that donations will be received on Dolores' behalf. You can send all future donations directly to her. And if you look in your bulletin on page 18, she's at her daughter's house now, and she is able to take your calls, and you can actually send donations directly to her. So that has been updated. So we thank all of you for your continued prayers for her as she recuperates from her illness. Any other announcements that we made? I want to thank our preacher this morning for reminding us. I called her this morning. I said she carried St. Thomas's water today because she reminded us of what all the things that we do here, and that all of it, as God says, is good. And so we thank all of you for your continued commitment. We are not hoarding and building larger barns. We are continuing to do the work of God, because as Jesus reminded us, tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow's not promised. Tonight could be your last. So what have you done in anticipation of your final hurrah? And so we at St. Thomas, we want to keep working in the vineyard. We want to keep doing the things that God would have us to do. And it sounds like it's a lot of stuff. And so I told her we need to just loop that on our website. Just continue to loop that on our website. So thank you so much for reminding us of just what a jewel, what a precious gift we have here in St. Thomas Church. I want to thank all of our preachers thus far for our summer sermon series. I hope you have enjoyed it as much as I have. That being fed by the congregation is a gift for me. Being able to hear what's been deposited inside of you that is able to come out and feed the rest of us as we all claim our ministry to proclaim the gospel. So we thank all of you for participating in that. And we've got one more month to go. Okay?
Good morning.
Good morning.
On the table out in the vestibule, you'll see some little cards like this. And it announces that on August the 6th, which I believe is Saturday, they're going to have the 1,000-mile march. And it is symbolic 1,000-mile march for retracing a portion of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s August 1966 march into Marquette Park. And I'm told, and I don't know all this history, but those of you from Chicago, that apparently as far as black folk were concerned, Marquette Park is not a very welcome place. And so now apparently they're marching there to celebrate and amplify the triumphs and ongoing challenges confronting Chicago communities 50 years ago and today. And again, that will be at 9 a.m. start, 63rd and Kinsey. But there are cards here, and you can register for the march. But please pick one up on the table, even if you don't march, just to then get the information.
Thank you. Any other announcements that you make? Yes.
And St. Thomas, you heard this morning the mention of an update. Thank you for think it's time for us to start letting you know a little bit more of the outcomes of the meetings that we've been having. But one of the most important things right now for us is to gather important dates, calendar dates of the church. So if your guild or your organization is planning an event during the 2016-2017 calendar year, then would you please forward those dates to me or to Patricia so that we can include them in some of the promotional materials that are going to be developed that we use for outreach of the church. So whether it's an artist ministry or third table ministry, Dorcas Society, the altar guilds, any date that you're planning and you want promoted, please make sure we have them. And I would say that you need them by August 15th. September 1st, we're probably going to start production because we want things ready when we come back to church, when the choir is ready, because we're in the second week in October. So we need some print time. So please forward your dates to us as soon as possible.
Thank you. Thank you.
My email, are ready? You don't have to write this down. Okay. You call, yeah, see me after.
Okay. Any other announcements that you made out loud today? Yes.
Hiring update.
All right, good job. Come on.
Post office is hiring Christmas help. That's ongoing. They desperately need people. You can go to USPS.com/employment and fill out the application. Also, Amazon is hiring, which is fiercely. So they need drivers, warehouse. They have one in Joliet and one in Iberian, the warehouses. So.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that information. All right. One of the things I'm struck by as we play the sermon and as Muriel made her announcement, Joanne been trying to close down Third Table Ministry after it met its goal, but we won't let it die, Joanne. And all the other folks who are involved, because it's really an example of how the creative spirit and the fellowship between folk can come together for a purpose. And so I don't know. I think that's all. It's yours. That's yours. Good.
We'll have an organizational meeting and we'll see what we can come up with.
Good. Amen. Thank you. Anything else? And now offer unto God a sacrifice of praise and thanksgiving, and make good your vows to the Most High.